Alright, turned it on. Response video to Fred. Old style kind of walk and talk kind of crap. I probably should change the angle of the camera. Yeah, wasting your time. I understand. Sorry. Blah, blah, blah. Sorry, smoking. Shouldn't be doing it, but oh, it feels so good. I really shouldn't do it. Anyway, yeah, apologies for the anger in the earlier video. Yeah, I have some issues apparently. I didn't realize I had them, but yeah, I really have been angry lately, and that's stupid. Well, it's not stupid. I just don't like it. Yeah, I don't like being angry. But yeah, it's all very frustrating to have this conversation and explain something that just seems so obvious. Come on, I've got it. I've got you. Come on. Logically, I've got you backed into a corner that you just can't get out of, people. I've won. Logic is on my side. Yeah, this is just bullshit. This should be over with already. It's not that complicated. So anyway, to Fred's video. Good video. I like the Augustine idea. You know, this a way of using spirit as a concept of our psychology, wherein maybe it would even be part of the thing that makes up our individual life experience, our conditioning, memories, what we're exposed to, and how those things live with us. The people we've known, they live with us, inside of us. They still function in our model of the world. And so in that sense, their spirit remains whole and complete in a way, as if they are, I mean, they're just as real as this crap. I mean, they're certainly as real as this piece of shit. You know, in terms of impact and importance in our brain. I mean, that, you know, I'll remember my grandfather, you know, way longer than I'll remember that rotten tree stump log thing. So, yeah, I like that idea. But yeah, it's a bogus word because it's just too messy, so you can't play with it. So, I mean, if everybody spoke that kind of language, and that's really the concept here, is that we're still tripping over words. And underlying all of this is this idea that, yeah, we have to narrow this language. If we're going to be philosophers, then it's going to require us to, I mean, philosophers are trying to describe reality, the truth. We're going to have a more scientific language. Big piece of coal. See that coal? Coal. Yeah, dead stuff. Big chunks of it here. Anyway. So, yeah, we have to have a more explicit language. It has to be cleansed of all the crap that people pile on words in terms of their meaning. It's like when I said the word suffering in the past. You know, people start coming up with this bullshit like, oh yeah, I got a splinter. Yeah, I'm suffering. I mean, just, you know, completely ignores the substantive meaning of the word. So anyway. It's good. I do have a note here. Alright, so anyway, yeah, so you kind of use these words, I mean, just as just a, I don't know, yeah, reservation, is that what you said? Fairly unpleasant is how you describe the circumstance. Fairly unpleasant circumstance of billions of years of, well, hundreds of millions of years of sentient organisms having their skin ripped off. Yeah, fairly unpleasant is, you know, I mean, I know you're being a little bit satirical, but yeah, I mean, we really have to do better than that for people to get it. But that's the context of this thing we call life. Life is not a pretty word. It is a blight, a horror. It is addiction. It is want. It is need. These are not good things to create. You don't sit there and say, there's a button on the wall, a switch, and it says on it addiction. It says on it desperate need. You don't flip that switch. And that's what this is coming down to. I mean, you're sort of arguing that there's some sort of whatever, duality problem or some sort of conflict problem because we're pondering a purpose in a world we claim to have no purpose. But those are two different issues. Whether or not the switch should have been turned on in the first place doesn't have anything to do with the question of whether or not we should perpetuate the on position or whether we should act and take responsibility and flip the switch down. So these are different questions. We didn't turn it on, yeah, so we can't judge the initial act because there's no actor. But we can certainly judge the circumstances it's given to us, and we can take responsibility for our action. And yeah, the purpose doesn't derive from anything but a negative. The purpose is to undo the unintelligent design. I mean, we can't really intelligent design it, okay? That's just, I think, a practical fact. I mean, I wish it were true that we could. I've talked about different ways of getting around the mess. But yeah, they're all kind of contrived. They're just some kind of makeshift bullshitism, some way to make it, force it to work. And forcing it to work is just bullshit. You know, look at little flowers. Flowers. So anyway, I think I'm gonna try. Sun's not out though; it's not a good time to try it. But I'm just gonna do some water camera experiments here. And I didn't realize the screen would still be this noisy. But I think I've said all I need to say here. Let me just look at my notes real quick. Get the last out of the cigarette. Ah, so good. Addiction, and that's all it is. The cigarettes are stupid, and I'm sitting here getting, you know, orgasmic over it. And that's just, it just proves the case. I mean, just everything we touch it in a way that's completely based on our horniness. How we sensually interact with it. And it's all bullshit. Yeah, so the unintelligent design is the key thing, and the point is that this thing is plugged in, and we can see the plug, and we can take responsibility. And I'm arguing for a minimum that people use better language than fairly unpleasant. You know, that we get this meme, give it a little bit of momentum and passion even. I mean, we can't even bear to say it sucks. Don't have kids, you motherfucker. At least think about it really, really fucking hard, because it's a fucking huge responsibility. And if your kid comes out something like me, he's gonna probably hate your fucking guts. I mean, is that what it comes down to? Is that someday kids have to start killing their parents? I mean, just to point out to them that they're assholes? Reckless, stupid, motherfucking cunts? I think the only thing to save my parents is the fact that they've admitted it was just, you know, bullshit. They were stupid. They did what everybody else was doing, and if they could do it over again, they wouldn't have done it. So there, you know, I can't blame them now. But if they talk like these other assholes out there, oh yeah, I got a couple kids, yep, so what? I did it, yep. I mean, goddamn, I'd want to punch that fucker. I mean, this is, you know, the most, there can't be, you know, something you've got to take more responsibility for than that. Having a fucking kid. Not only are you responsible for their welfare, you're responsible for them turning into assholes and fucking up other people. So anyway. Yeah, enough. I'm getting angry again, see? Fuck that anger shit. I mean, I know it's very unappealing to some people, so I can't be too fucking angry. Sorry. I'm fucking sorry, okay? You fucker. God, I hate people. I do hate people. I hate them so fucking much. Anyway, till next time, and such.